And welcome. Thanks so much for joining Arcadia Quick Call with me. I appreciate you being one of our preferred vendors in helping companies with their business plan writing. One
Thanks
of
for
the
having me.
things that I appreciate about your company, from my observation, is the number of business plans you guys submit, from what I have observed, has a far higher close rate with lenders. Whether it's the time you put into market research or how you do the storytelling piece of it, or how you give a business plan that looks like a Hollywood flyer, if there's such a thing. So I find that your close rate on your business plan is far higher. So I like that about you guys. I like the fact that you have a relationship with multiple vendors, and obviously Arcadia is one of them. I'm hoping it's a preferred vendor. Like that, and I just
For sure.
love the boutique business plan writing consulting services you guys offer. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
My question to you is, when executives come to see you from various companies, publicly traded companies, large companies, small companies, startup guys, generally speaking, there's top three areas they haven't thought through about their business plan that they come and see you on. Can you kind of showcase or highlight the top three big challenges that people haven't thought about when they're writing a business plan?
Yeah, sure. I think that also varies from new startup companies to companies that have been around for a while. They have different challenges when they're coming in for a business plan. Um, in the startup sector, often what we see is people will come in and they will have these super high sales projections.
Mm.
So, people are just starting out in business. They're really excited. They're excited about their service or product that they're offering, and they're projecting like millions of dollars in sales in their first year. And not that that's impossible, but lenders understand that starting a business is difficult. And so, generally, the first year is challenging for many businesses starting out. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. Lenders know that. And so, when they come in and they see all these crazy numbers in the first year, it throws some red flags up for them and they start digging a little deeper. So, what we like to do is we like to do two or three different scenarios of sales projections, maybe a high, a moderate, and a low, so that we can show, even if the sales aren't reaching what we think is the target, we're still able to meet all of our financial obligations from there. And oftentimes, companies do have a rosy picture of themselves in general. The thing with companies that are already established is we base their financial forecasts off of financials that have already been established. So the last 2 to 3 years of financials, and those may change depending on, let's say you put more money into marketing, likely your sales will go up from that. So those are the kinds of things that we can do with companies that are already around for a while.
Mm.
The next thing I think that goes along with that is people aren't necessarily clear on the management structure or the employee structure of their business. So how many people do you need to service that many clients coming through your doors? And that's going to be different depending on what kind of company it is. A restaurant is going to be different than an online business, for example. Or even a service-based business, a different kind of service-based business. So, or a product-based business, right? So really understanding that and understanding that, if you have 10,000 people coming through the door, one employee likely isn't going to cut it. And that's going to make a difference in your bottom line over time. So we want to make sure that we're hitting all those points. And then the next thing is that, and this is for businesses that have also been around for a while, people don't really know and understand their competition and how they're different.
Mm.
And even if businesses have been around for a while, they might understand companies that have kind of grown up with them, but they might not know the new players in the pool, I'll say, or how technology might be impacting that. So that's something to think about for new people coming in. How are we different? Why are people coming to you over the guy next door? And also for people that have been around for a while that maybe have a little bit of a niche in the marketplace already, but there's always new people coming in, so it's always good to know who your competition is, why you're different, what differentiates you from them.
Sure. What are the top five questions you wish people should ask you when they come to meet you? Or what are the top five questions, generally speaking, business owners, CEOs, CFOs ask of you?
I think it's different depending on who the lender is that they're asked that they're working with. So that's one thing I wish they would ask that I ask them. I always ask one, why do you need a business plan? Why are you looking for a business plan? Is it for a lender? Is it for a VC? You know, what are we doing here? Is this for internally or is it an external document? Internal documents are way more detailed, step by step, to be distributed among the management so that people kind of know it's almost like a roadmap for the company. And business plans that we tend to do are plans that are distributed out to lenders, VCs, angels, so that they can get an understanding of, you know, the business, how it runs, and why to invest or lend money. So one is why do you have a business plan? Why do you need it? And then the second one is who's the lender? Who's the audience that you're writing this plan for? Because people and organizations, let's say a bank versus a venture capitalist, they're looking for two different things inside of a business plan. Banks are very risk adverse, and venture capitalists enjoy risk a little bit more, you know? So they're going to be looking for two different things in a business plan. If you're writing a plan for a bank, then you have to make sure that you're showing how you're mitigating all the risk and you're still going to be able to make your financial obligations at the end of the month. When you're writing for a VC, you're going to show the growth potential of the business and the exit strategy a little bit more, highlighting how they can benefit from investing in your company and potentially what they can bring to the table as well. So, you know, knowing your audience and why you're writing this plan is a huge aspect of that I wish people would know before coming in to us. And we always ask those questions anyway.
And why are people choosing you versus the other business consulting writer or the consulting business writing consulting team? Why choose you?
Yeah. I think that obviously there's a lot of different options, but one thing that we have right now is we have a really great reputation in the business community, especially within the GTA. The entrepreneur community is pretty small, and we do a great job for our clients, and we pride ourselves on that. So one thing we like to say is if it's not right, we'll make it right. If there's something wrong in the business plan, we'll go back and we'll work on it. We want to
Sure.
make sure that our clients are extremely happy with their finished product. It's not just another number on the table for us. We really take care of our clients. The second reason is that we do have relationships, like you said, with a lot of lenders here in the GTA. You guys are definitely one of our preferred. And, you know, we know what the lenders are looking for. So if there is an issue with the business plan, they can come directly back to us and say, hey, here's what we saw, here's what we're looking for, can this happen? And then we can go back and work on it with the client. So it's not just like a one-shot wonder where we just hand them a stack of papers and say good luck. We want to make sure that they're able to use those papers for something good inside of their business. That's why we're around, you know, we want to make a
Sure.
difference for people.
Sure. And then if a company is interested in working with you guys, how do they find you? How do they reach out to you? Is there a phone number or email address you have?
Yeah, sure. They can totally reach out to me. My personal email address, I think you're going to try to put it on the screen, but it's Anne,
Yeah.
ANNE, at businessplancentre.ca. And center is spelled the Canadian way, so CENTRE.
Yeah.
And or they can call 1-866-369-8787 and leave a message, and someone will definitely give you a call back if no one answers. So email is definitely the easiest, but they can certainly give us a call as well. We'll happily field that.
Awesome. And thanks so much for your time and for chatting.
Thanks.